Hello guys, my name is Jeff, and today we're checking out a McLaren Sabre, number 7 of just 15 produced as a US only model. And this particular one here at Mecum is actually from the Triple F collection. So they're selling actually quite a few cars here. I believe the Speedtail, the Solus GT, Elva, 12C Vitesse, I believe all of those cars are actually theirs, and they're going to be crossing the block here at Mecum. However, they do have reserves, so they might not necessarily sell if they don't meet reserve. But this is a very, very rare car, and so I figured we should take a closer look while we're here. Now, in case you're not familiar, they only built 15 of these exclusively for the US market. This car would have set you back over $4 million new as offered from McLaren. Now, it's not its particularly owned car. It is technically based on the McLaren Senna, but over 70% of what you see here is actually new and exclusive to the McLaren Sabre. So there's a lot of different components. Now, if you actually take a look at the center section here, you can tell from the window, the kind of the cockpit area, that is all very much the same as the McLaren Senna. If you take a look on the inside, all of that is still very, very similar. But all of the carbon fiber bodywork on the exterior is very, very extreme. Now, according to McLaren, the idea of the McLaren Sabre was to create something for the US market, so it didn't have to follow the rules and regulations of other countries, that would look like a spaceship, but still had to be very capable, able to go on rallies and just create a very stunning presence. And I think that's exactly what they did here. This car is insane. No matter what angle you look at it from, it really just grabs your attention. By far the most shock and awe car in this room, and that's with some really, really heavy hitters, as you can see here in the background. The other cool thing is because it was built for the US, obviously not having to meet other roads and regulations, this is actually one of the widest McLarens they've ever produced, which is kind of funny to think about for everything being bigger here in the United States. So it adds quite a bit of width onto the car. In the front here, you can see it's also got this incredible carbon fiber. You can see some of it is more of a raw bare with the clear coat, and of course some of it is tinted in blue with several different shades of blue and even matching the interior. And you can see there's more of that dark blue carbon fiber on the inside. The other cool part is that you actually have some side badges here as well for the Sabre. You can even see the MSO. There's a lot of details as you look around the car, which I think is incredibly cool. But of course, we have to talk about the powertrain. Now I think this is obviously inspired by the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. That's exactly what it looks like. But under the hood is actually the 840T McLaren motor. That's the motor that they use in just about everything. It's a twin turbocharged 4-liter V8, but here it actually makes the most power of any of the McLaren models without a hybrid system. We're talking 824 horsepower. That's more than even the Elva, but the Elva has a pretty serious weight advantage. And what that gets you is a top speed of around 218 miles per hour, and it's still, again, that McLaren 7-speed dual clutch automatic transmission, so kind of typical in that sense. Obviously, some of the hybrid system cars like the Speedtail make more power, but this is the most power just with the twin turbo combustion engine, so very, very cool in that regard. You get these very exclusive wheels throughout the car that are obviously very unique to the McLaren Sabre. You also have an insane rear wing that actually has integrated taillights. You can see their LEDs there, lots of functionality with this massive diffuser. You get an Inconel exhaust, which is quite cool as well. And they're just very, very rare, very cool cars. One of the things I like is that through these vents in the back, you can actually kind of see the carbon tub for the wheels for the inner fender, which is a pretty cool detail. But very, very cool car. Obviously, again, you just don't see them. US only market, won't be found in other countries, but a cool model nonetheless. So I figured I would share that with you guys, and we'll have to see what it does here at Mecum. Carbon ceramic brakes, just really just nuts. They really would, basically held back nothing when creating this car. So with that, that's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like or consider getting subscribed for more content like this in the future. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.